Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, temperatures right now in southern Oregon and northern California are fairly comfortable. East of the Cascades, we're into the 60s. Already, though, 70 in Lakeview, 64 in Chemult. Generally between 70 and 75 degrees for west side valleys, or 71 in Medford, 74 for both Montague and Mount Shasta City, and low 60s along the Oregon coast. So we do have the warm air over us now. The cooler conditions are off into the Rockies at this point. We do have a system offshore. This looks kind of impressive, but unfortunately it's going to weaken as it moves into the region for tomorrow. We'll see that here in the Stormcast, but we're going to be looking very nice for today. Not much in terms of cloud cover. But tonight we're going to start seeing increasing clouds, especially west of the Cascades and along the Oregon coast. So with the warmer air that we have now and the increasing clouds, tonight's temperatures are going to definitely be warmer. Now we go through the day tomorrow. This first initial system is very, very weak. There's a very small chance, I guess if you want to give probability, I'd say there's a 20% chance of a few thunderstorms east of the Cascades and into eastern Siskiyou County for tomorrow, but that chance is very low overall. Now, we have a slightly better chance once we go through the day on Sunday. We'll have some more clouds and then another wave moving in, although this particular model doesn't even want to show anything. It's going to be a little bit better chance on Sunday versus Saturday. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Again, it's not a very significant threat at all, and the biggest threat from any of these thunderstorms, if they do fire up, would be lightning. So once we go through Sunday night into Monday, we'll continue with more clouds for the Rogue Valley starting off the morning on Monday morning. So the forecast for today, low to mid 80s east of the Cascades, upper 80s for west side valleys, and upper 60s to low 70s right along the Oregon coast. 70s forecast for Brookings, 88 in Medford, and 82 in Lakeview. Tonight, again, it's going to be warmer. West side, we're going to be looking at 50s. East side, we'll be looking at 40s. 47 is the forecast low for Klamath Falls, 56 for Medford, and 54 for Grants Pass. We're going to still, unfortunately, have to deal with the smoke from the Darlene fire over towards Lake County once we go through the afternoon and into the evening from those northwesterly breezes in that particular region. The winds calm down during the early morning hours, so the smoke tends to spread on out. And then it'll start to blow again from the northwest and more plumes of smoke for tomorrow afternoon. So this will obviously reduce visibilities as well. So something interesting, the last time we made 100 degrees in Medford, way back on September 15th of last year. 4th of July, we're forecasting 102 degrees. So it's been almost 300 days since we've last seen some real intense heat. Another bad thing is that we haven't really had a whole lot of rain in the last several days. The last measurable rainfall of any kind of real significance was 25 days ago in Medford, and real significant rain, it's been 55 days, so it's been bone dry throughout our region. Now, temperatures are going to kind of cool just by a couple degrees this weekend from that weak system as it moves through the region. But once that pushes off towards the east, we get some hot weather moving in from the southwest, and that parks itself over the west coast for the next several days into next week. So from the 3rd through the 7th, this looks like our first heat wave of the season. Right now, it's looking like temperatures could be about 100 to 105 degrees. Extreme fire weather conditions during this particular time, because we're going to be looking at breezy conditions, low humidity, very hot temperatures. It's going to be pretty terrible in that sense. Now also, just in case you're wondering what it's going to be like maybe for the 4th of July, again, it'll be very hot in the day and still very warm during the evening hours into the 80s. Of course, this will be changing in the days ahead, and Matt will continue to update as we go through the next several days. For the forecast for the Oregon coast, will be right around 70 degrees through this weekend. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 70s as we get towards the middle of next week. Northern California will be into the 80s for today, close to 90. Slightly cooler with a few thunderstorms possible Saturday and Sunday, and then dry and hot as we get towards next week. Klamath Basin will be into the low to mid 80s for the next couple of days. Again, there's that few thunderstorm threats for Saturday and Sunday. Otherwise, we're going to be hot and dry next week. Cascades, you should probably end up staying dry, but again, you'll have that slight chance of a thunderstorm for the weekend, but temperatures, overnight lows will stay into the 40s, and then we'll get pretty warm for next week. And the Rogue Valley, we're going to stay dry, pretty warm for the next couple of days, 85 to 90 degrees, and then it gets hot by the middle of next week.
You said it, two main words, hot and dry.
Right. Unfortunately.
That's what we have.
need the
It's
rain.
4th of July weather, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Oliver.
You bet.